let's raise our voices. La, la.
A woman that has left a massive impact, positive impact on so many people's lives. A beautiful soul that went so early to rest in the bosom of her creator. Ibidun died last Sunday morning, June 14th, in her hotel room in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, where she was handling a project. This project is an isolation center, and apparently she has been all over the country supervising the setting up of so many isolation centers for COVID-19 patients. Initially following her death, there were rumors that her death was not natural, but following an autopsy which was carried out on Monday the 15th at the Lagos Island Hospital apparently confirmed she died from a cardiac arrest. Ibidun was born in Ibadan as the fifth child of 8 children of late Olaleye Ajayi. Ibidun, as she was fondly called, attended K. Cotton Primary School in Surulere, Lagos, before heading for the Federal Government Girls College, Oyo, for her secondary education. She then proceeded to study microbiology at the University of Lagos, Akoka, after which she acquired further training in business management from the Lagos Business School. She was also a fellow of the National Institute of Marketing in Nigeria. Ibidun's life took a new turn when she won the first ever Miss Lux Beauty pageant in 1999. She got into the limelight and seized the platform to boost her desired career in event management. Ibidun founded Elizabeth R., a PR and event management company, in 2003 and thrived as one of the leading event agencies in the country. Ibidun, in no doubt, dominated the event management and decoration business in Nigeria, especially in Lagos and Abuja, for over 15 years. Her entry into PR and event management space really changed the headlines as she launched her luxury 4,000 capacity event center, the Dorchester, in 2014. By 2016, Ibidun launched a bridal store, Avant-Garde. Ibidun met her husband, Pastor Ituah-Ighodalo, at a wedding where she was the chief bridesmaid, and they got married on February 16, 2007. Ibidun and her husband, Pastor Ituah-Ighodalo, in February 2020 marked their 13th wedding anniversary quietly at a private dinner with their 2 kids, a boy and a girl. So in her interview with Adesua that I watched, Ibidun spoke about her life experience, and I was shocked listening to her.
Yes, welcome back. I'm on set now with a young woman who pastors a lot of people, but she still remains my baby sister because I remember seeing her for the first time under the tree in Unilag, a picture of a young girl who wanted to be one of those competing in some beauty competition. And it's not the type that they wear bikini. That's the only kind of competition she could have done. Her name is Ibidun Ajayi then. Today she's Ibidun-Ighodalo. It's nice to have you on set.
It's nice to be here.
Because I had to force you here as always. But you can't hide, you know, because what I find interesting with what you're doing is you agree totally with what my first guest has said. And I found out when I came here that the same man is chairing the 2 foundations that women are working on. Unbelievable. How dumb can you get? But you run a foundation now for people waiting with babies. Tell me about that foundation,
Ibidun-Ighodalo Foundation. It was born out of pain. You know, when you've waited. When you get married, you expect, like my auntie said, you expect to just have children and everything just works out fine for you. But when you start to wait, first year you're not pregnant, I honestly thought first 6 months I would be pregnant.
Yeah, because you're a good girl.
But I just thought, okay, it will come. So I waited a year, 2 years, and I started getting worried. Like, what's going on?
But your husband wasn't?
No, he wasn't. He still isn't. He keeps saying, you know what, God's going to do it. And whatever God is going to do, let it be left undone. You know, so I held on to that. But as a woman, you know, you would never want to sit down and not do anything. So I started, I got worried, I go to the hospital. And I've been on this journey for 11 years now. It's been tough, you know, especially because in our society, they don't spare you.
They,
society. I mean, in-laws, friends. Sometimes it's not intentional. It's not on purpose. But when you're waiting on God for a child, you're so sensitive that the little things that people do get to you. They might not even know that it's getting to you. And everybody's running around doing school runs. Your friends, you got married together, are going to, you guys are together, the kids are coming to yours. And you get back home at night and it's just you and you alone.
Your husband is not enough?
It gets to a point where you just really want children. You want company. Your husband is your friend, he's your best friend, but you guys go to work together, you come back. After a while, you want to plan a family. You just want, you want people, you want kids around you.
What I like about what you're doing is you've chosen to go beyond that. How easy was it for you? Did love play any role in all of that when you decided, I must extend while I wait?
It was, like I said, it was out of pain. After going through IVF 11 times. 11 times is not a joke when you're doing IVF. And I just woke up one morning on my birthday. I usually have this thing I do, I take my birthdays, I sit down, I pray. I have a conversation with God. Last year of my life, I achieved this. I would love this to happen the following year. I write things down and we talk. And I said to him, you know what? I am not doing this IVF again. How you're going to do it, I do not know, and I don't care, but I'm trusting you completely. And I heard something. In the meantime, just go ahead and help as many people as you can. And it was like, I thought I didn't hear properly. And I thought to myself, I should help other people while I wait. And honestly, it was as though I felt life. I felt like this is why I was born. And the meaning of my name is Ibidun, sweet to give birth, sweet to have. For the first time, it was as though my life was playing in front of me. And I said, okay, I would obey this voice. And until this one, I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't have a clue. It's never been done before. So I just said to God, I'm trusting you on this journey, and I'm going to obey you completely and totally. You have to promise me something. Every single woman, every single couple that walks through this foundation, mentions this foundation, hears this foundation, sees this foundation, you must give them a child.
How many children do you have now?
Who, me?
Yes, the foundation.
The children, we have 3. A set of twins and a baby girl. And honestly, it is priceless.
When the first one came, how did you feel?
My goodness. It's one thing to have a dream. It's another thing to actually carry. When I carried them, it was as though I was carrying my own. When the mother gave me a hug and she was crying, I felt her pain and I felt her joy. I cannot describe the feeling. It was priceless.
So what the foundation does is try to make money available for those who want to have IVF.
Money available, spiritual support. Just be there. But mostly it's to help people who can't afford. That treatment is very expensive.
Have you tried other means apart from IVF?
Yes, I have.
And you're trying different means. But why I find it interesting, though, recently a couple celebrated their anniversary because that thing almost broke the internet. I don't know whether it broke your own. And they said, I'm going to give 20 families, 20 women the opportunity. Have you picked your 20? Was it easy?
My goodness. We had 2,722 applications from that opening. Wow. Yes. And honestly speaking, I've made up my mind. I've told God, I don't know how you're going to do it.
But these 2,800 must have been.
Yes, you have to do it. And he's going to do it. I don't know how he's going to do it. I know the same way he brought this couple, they walked right into my life. And they
don't go to your church?
No, they don't. Just a phone call. I'm going to do this. I was speechless. And the gentleman said, hello, is somebody there? And initially I thought, okay, yes, sir, I'm here. And he says, please, like I said, we would like to be anonymous, but we trust your foundation. We trust that you have what it takes to... I'm still, even from recounting the story, I can still see myself jumping from one end to my room. I was just thanking God. But I know that God who brought those people to me, we'll bring other people that would help because it's very expensive. And the hospitals have been amazing.
So now you're waiting. You're still waiting.
Yes.
But you've forgotten the waiting.
Oh, totally. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm a mother of many. My foundation has twins. I have 3 kids from my foundation. I have a daughter, a beautiful daughter that, my goodness, God has blessed me with. I am a mother.
So you adopted a daughter?
Yes.
With pride?
My goodness, she's a gift.
And she looks exactly like you. I don't know how that happened.
She's beautiful.
Ibidun mentioned in the interview that she had 11 sessions of IVF treatment and none worked. I found myself welling up listening to her story. According to her, she had a twin pregnancy from her last IVF treatment, the 11th IVF treatment, but unfortunately, she miscarried at 3 months. What a torture. It takes one that has actually passed through a similar experience to really understand her pain. And it takes the grace of God to pass through such experience and still be psychologically balanced and so cheerful and willing to help. So for people who feel IVF is an automatic solution, for those waiting on the Lord, it is not. The success of an IVF treatment is still by the grace of God. So, in the last few years, Ibidun-Ighodalo used her own life's experience as the platform through which she extended a helping hand to those going through the same journey that she did. Ibidun and her husband ended up adopting 2 lovely kids, a boy and a girl, Keke and Zenan. According to the popular musician and photographer Ituah-Ighodalo, the night before Ibidun passed away, she informed Ituah-Ighodalo that her 40th birthday was approaching, which was meant to have been the 19th of July, and that she did not want a party, but just wanted to help 40 people, bring smiles to their faces, bring joy to their homes by helping them to pay for their IVF treatment. On that same day, that same Sunday that Ibidun died, her husband was meant to officiate at the funeral service of a church member, and a few hours after receiving the news, he still did, and he appeared very calm. Because I watched that video, he appeared so calm when he was officiating at this funeral. You would never have known that he had just lost his wife. How he did it was just the grace of God only. He described receiving the news of Ibidun's death as the call that shattered his life. And then he said, "A lot of you know that I really shouldn't be here. At 2 o'clock this morning, I received a call that shattered my life. Life is a deep mystery. There is no human being, no matter how wise they are, who can say they understand life. Let us accept the mystery of life. We don't have any control of most things in life." That was what he said during the funeral he was officiating at. His wife had just passed away a few hours before then. Since Ibidun passed away, there has been an outpouring of grief on social media as people spoke out about their shock and sadness at her death. Every single tribute I have seen regarding Ibidun has been incredible. People talk about how beautiful she was in and out, how caring she was, and how giving she was. President Buhari paid his tribute to Ibidun. Yemi Osinbajo did. Femi Gbajabiamila did. The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, did. Obi Ezekwesili did. Aliko Dangote did. The popular gospel singer Tope Alabi paid tribute during the service of songs. Even though Ibidun did not have her own biological children, she helped bring many to the world. And I believe those children that she helped bring to the world will see her as a mother in some way. People have been asking why very good people tend to die young. But God is God. He does as he pleases, and no one can question him. I just pray that the Lord will give the husband and those little ones that she left behind grace, more grace to bear the loss. Ibidun-Ighodalo has been buried today, Saturday, 20 June 2020, amidst tears and wailing. She has left this wicked world to a place of rest. I did not know this lady in her lifetime, but I wept watching her funeral today. She died at 39. She died too young, but she left her mark in an overwhelming way. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Alright guys, that's it about Lady Ibidun Ajayi-Ighodalo, the lady that everyone described as beautiful inside and out. No one has said anything negative about this lady. What legacy will you and I leave behind when we join our Creator? Think about it. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.
Power belongs to God. Power belongs to God. In heavens and the earth, all power belongs to God. Say, power belongs to God. Power belongs to God. Everybody in this house, give him glory. Give him glory. Heaven and the earth.